I've been wanting to do this silly season wrap up, and this may be more than one part. I don't know. I'm just going to have to watch the time. Get right into it. These are the knowns. The 39 team will become the 14 with Kevin Harvick for Stewart-Haas Racing. Looks like Budweiser and Jimmy John's going with them. The 7 team, Michael Annett, will replace Dave Blaney in the Tommy Baldwin car, with Flying J's Travel Plaza coming over with him. Now, the only thing I can figure is they have an amazing loyalty, Flying J does, to Michael Annett. Are they related? That's my question. The 31 team, Ryan Newman, replaces Jeff Burton. Apparently Caterpillar staying on board, which is kind of a surprise to me because Caterpillar has a history with the Burton brothers. If you remember, they were on Ward's car when he won the Daytona 500. Brand new team, the 41 team, Kurt Busch for Stewart-Haas Racing with Haas Automation as the main sponsor. I've got a whole video up why it's a bad idea. 42 team, the Ganassi team, Kyle Larson replaces Juan Pablo Montoya, who's going back to IndyCar to drive for Roger Penske. I don't think Larson's ready. I could be wrong, but time will tell. 47 car, A.J. Allmendinger replaces Bobby Labonte. Now, there had been some rumors this team was going to switch to Chevrolet with an alliance with Richard Childress Racing. Nothing is confirmed. The 55 team, the Michael Waltrip team, the Aaron's team. Brian Vickers, after sharing the ride with both Michael Waltrip and Mark Martin for a couple of years, if healthy, will have the ride full time. He has shown that he seems to deserve it after the debacle at Martinsville a couple of years ago. Best wishes for a speedy recovery to Brian Vickers. The 56 team number may change. It will be a part-time team, formerly the Michael Waltrip Racing Napa-sponsored team. Michael Waltrip will drive the car in the Daytona 500. It's reported that Jeff Burton may drive the car in some races. Nothing is confirmed past Daytona, as I understand it. The 78 team, the Furniture Row car. Martin Truex Jr. displaced by the debacle, and the innocent victim, Martin Truex, displaced by the debacle at Michael Waltrip Racing, and Napa leaving, takes over for Kurt Busch. I think that's a good move for Truex. The 95 team, Michael McDowell, will replace Scott Speed and Reed Sorensen and apparently run full-time. Now, that's the knowns so far. Now, here are some unknowns. Not announced yet. The 29 team will apparently become the 3 team for Richard Childress Racing with Austin Dillon driving. There's some internet speculation that Cheerios will be the sponsor. Nothing is confirmed. Possible the 12 car, a third Penske car, Ryan Blaney in some races. Nothing confirmed there either. The 30 team, Cole Witt or Parker Klingerman will likely replace David Stremme. Nothing confirmed. The 35 team, will Josh Wise return the Front Row Motorsports team? The 36 team, J.J. Yaley, will he return? Nothing is confirmed. The 40 team, Hillman Racing, no word on what they'll do. The 51 team, formerly the Finch team, now owned by Harry Scott Jr., reports seem to have Justin Allgaier taking over, possibly with the brand sponsorship. The brand is speculation on my part, okay? I will say that. The 83 team and the 93 team, the Burger King cars, David Rudeman and Travis Koppel, no word on fail return. The 87 team, it appears that Joe Nemechek will return. Nothing is confirmed, but he does own the team, or turn the page over. The 98 team, the Phil Parsons team, may shut down. That's no big loss. That's nothing. 90% of the time it's a starting park team, or at best a back marker, except in a possible restrictor plate race. They did have an awful good run at Daytona, in the Daytona 500 this year. But now some miscellaneous teams. 13, the Germain Racing team with Casey Mears is making another brand change. This time they're going to Chevrolet with RCR technical support. Who knows what that'll do? Casey Mears may be a decent driver. His only win was in a Chevrolet for Hendrick. Now here's some drivers apparently out looking. Well, first let me say this. Ken Schrader and Mark Martin both have announced they've run their last Cup race as of now. Of course, things could change. Ken Schrader will likely still race his dirt cars. He says he's going to run the truck at Eldora next year. Remember, he sat on the pole this year. Bobby Labonte, the 2000 Winston Cup champion. Yes, Sprint. I know it's Sprint Cup now, but in 2000 it was Winston Cup. Out for A.J. Allmendinger. And if that team, Tad DeSchechter and Brad Doherty, if they think the problem with that team was Bobby Labonte, they got to screw loose. Yeah, Dinger's good on A.J. Allmendinger's good on road courses, but that team has showed absolutely nothing. Even some reports Bobby Labonte, I think it was Bobby Labonte, may even run trucks. He apparently wants to keep racing. Jeff Burton, who has said he's not prepared to announce, but he will be racing. He does want to race. Dave Blaney, displaced by the Tommy Baldwin team for, in my opinion, an inferior driver. And again, these vlogs are my opinion, pure and simple. But the one thing Michael Annett had to bring to Tommy Baldwin was a full-time sponsor. Now, he's likely, may go back, I'm not going to say likely, but may go back to running dirt. But that's kind of the silly season wrap-up on drivers. Once I research it more, I may do one on some crew chief changes, because there's, if you follow Jayski, jayski.com, jayski.com, you know there's been several. And hey, I made it in one part.